Give me another shot and I'll be bulletproof. A couple more just to get over you. Roll up another joint and let's get on the roof. I feel like that's the only way that I get close to you.
Hey, what's up YouTube? We're here with another Pilot Talk. Today we're talking to KBcarte. If you've been around the scene of FEV, you've probably seen him hanging out. Probably seen his trusty wiener dog. How's your day going, Mr. KBcarte?
It's going okay so far. I've been awake for maybe an hour, so day's just getting started.
Not enough time to go downhill yet.
Yeah, right. This is the earliest I've been awake for a couple years now.
Oh shit, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, even for work, I don't get up till 9 o'clock, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I end up, unfortunately, because of my son, I end up being up at like 7 a.m. every day, so.
Yeah, kids make it a little different.
Yeah, yep. So my first question I got for you is, where did you get your pilot name and logo?
So my pilot name is literally what I go by.
Okay.
I've gone by KB since high school, so I just kind of stuck with that. It's almost a branding thing at this point because I've owned like KBcarte.com for like 10 years now, so I've tried to build up that kind of reputation in SEO and stuff. So it's just kind of a brand at this point.
Yeah.
And then the logo was a commission by El Gringo. He's the one who actually drew it, put it together for me, which is pretty awesome. Thank you, Gringo. And it's the robot Marvin, the paranoid robot from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I have used that avatar for everything since high school. So if you ever see Marvin floating around out there on the internet, chances are it's me.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gringo. My interview that just dropped, the Symbiotes. I sent a message to Gringo about him because he said something about he wanted a logo made. Somebody take a shot at making his logo because he used like AI for it.
Yeah.
I sent Gringo a message about it because he was like the first one I thought of.
Yeah, which he's really talented. Even his tattoos look really good.
Yeah.
And I'll eventually get down to Texas to get my arm sleeved by him, but logistics and time and all that.
But yeah, I understand that. Having a kid makes things just a little bit more difficult to do.
Yeah, I imagine.
Wrong button. How often do you fly IRL?
Not enough. I would say once every couple weeks, maybe. But the weather has been shit recently. The winter wasn't all that good. So I'll putt around the house or in the backyard or something. But with the weather breaking, I'll try and get out more. The only issue I have is there's not a whole lot of places to go out here. We don't have the kind of bandos that like Philly or New York or anybody have, and so just as much as I can, I guess.
So I like went through and looked through all your YouTube videos that you posted because I like to kind of get a background on the pilot if I don't already know them, or like haven't seen a lot of their content. And with you, I hadn't seen a lot of your content. I'd seen it a little bit here and there, but I like going back and seeing because I think it's interesting. There's like it seems like with the FEV niche, that like it seems like more often you'll see like the actual progression of their flying along with the like progression of their YouTube channel and like how polished it becomes and everything, which I think is always kind of cool. It seems like it's more inherent with FEV that you just like, you don't get those people that are like, oh, I am really good at flying, because I've been flying for, so long before I decided to make YouTube videos and upload them. And then like maybe the YouTube side's not always maybe not as polished off as their like flying or whatever. But I think it's interesting that it seems like a lot of pilots, you see more of they're bad at flying, bad at YouTube, and then you watch, over the months, years, whatever, they like both progress at the same time. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it comes with the territory in this hobby because we're a flying camera basically.
Yeah.
And like the whole point is to share with everybody and learning to edit videos. I had never edited a video before I got into FPV ever. So yeah, it kind of comes with it. Lots of tutorials, lots of YouTube shorts on DaVinci Resolve and figuring out why shit isn't working and all that.
Oh, you're a DaVinci Resolve person? Yeah.
I am. I started with the free version and then it capped me out on how many like of those node things I can use.
Oh, yeah.
So I paid for the full version and I use it maybe once every 3 months.
That's funny. I originally, like when I started doing my FPV content stuff, I did mostly on mobile because I didn't really have easy access to a laptop. Like I had one, but my son usually played on it, and like I just let him do his gaming shit and nerd shit. And then I wouldn't really mess with it. And I was like, it just seems like a hassle to like kind of condense everything onto a laptop and figure out editing, shit like that. So I used Power Director, like Cyberlink Power Director, for just editing everything on my phone for like the longest time. And then just recently got him a desktop since I've been doing these interviews. And so I finally was like, I'll get DaVinci Resolve because I messed around with it back in the day, because I've always tried to do YouTube stuff with like any of my weird hobbies that I've been into. They're like, I mean, you can go through my channel and see all the weird shit that I bit, like the things that I've been through. It's kind of funny. But I like mess with DaVinci Resolve when I was younger and doing YouTube, and then I like finally got back into it now, and I don't remember any of the shit that I do, so I'm just like Googling a bunch of like, how do I make this thing do this, like, what I want it to do?
How do I zoom the text to make the letters bounce? And how do I fade in an image? And it's a learning curve.
Yeah. I always hate editing, but I also like seeing the final, the final product or whatever when you get done with it. But I just hate getting there.
I'm especially FPV videos, which I mainly do now. I probably have like a couple of other videos from like 10 years ago or something on my channel, but I'm very lazy with it. I just cut. This clip looks okay. Manage it all together and throw a track on it. Yeah. And then good enough.
Yeah, that's what I try to do now. Is just try to make my editing as concise as I can, because I get really bad. Like I've been really bad over the years of like trying to do YouTube stuff. I've been really bad about recording a bunch of stuff, and then when it comes to the editing part, I'm like, nah, I'll wait. Maybe I'll work on it a little bit, and then like I end up forgetting about it or giving up on it, and then that's why my like uploads always just end up falling down. So I try to make my editing process as streamlined and quick as I can, just so I can make sure that I can like make myself do it.
Get those small wins, they add up.
Yeah, and like even with these interview things, I've like figured out, like in OBS I can go in and put on like layers, or like the source layer things, to just have my questions on the screen, so I don't have to fucking go back through any editing and put them over.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I got dual monitors here, so you're on one screen, and then my list of questions and answers is on the other.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, so you actually did like kind of write out little answers? Okay, that's interesting.
I did. I like to be prepared. I guess the programmer in me, we got a plan.
That's funny. I think a lot of, I don't know for sure, I guess I haven't really asked, but it seemed like a lot of, or most of the people I've interviewed are just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll just wing it. Like on the fly. That's funny.
Yeah.
Which I think that's actually better. Like, that was my big thing with doing these interviews, and I've said a bunch, like in the interviews, is I just enjoy getting to know the behind the pilot, you know. We all see the FPV flights, but you don't always necessarily see like the other things they're interested in, or you know, behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Yeah, and appreciate you doing these. Like I've watched a lot of them, and like you said, getting to know somebody outside of FPV and just like general life stuff. It's good to put like a human touch to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I thanks for watching that and saying that, man. It's been fun for sure. It was definitely like when I like originally shot my shot with Spider Sugar and he actually answered, it was like a oh shit moment. I gotta like figure out how I'm gonna do this now, because I didn't think I would get this far.
Nice.
Because I kind of just did it on a whim, and I was like, he's not even gonna fucking answer. Like, it's just a random ass YouTuber. Like I'm just a random commenter, you know. He ain't gonna fucking answer me or anything.
Nah, Spider's a good guy. He would have answered for sure. Yeah.
Dude, all the people I've talked to have been like great people. They've been so fun to talk to, and like so like down to earth and just chill. Like it's been really cool.
Yeah, this hobby brings a certain kind of person, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure a lot of hobbies will say the same thing, that their communities are the best and all. But
yeah,
I mean, you have to have a certain kind of mindset to even get into this kind of hobby, right? And no matter what background you're in and all, you could be a doctor or you could live on Skid Row and everybody would treat you the same here.
Yeah. I think to stay in FPV like long term, you need to come in with the like mentality of, oh, this is a community, because like it's not something easy. Like there's a lot of like back end knowledge you need to know to be effective at FPV. So like there's not a way to just know that inherently or kind of like learn. I mean, you can figure it out yourself for sure, 100%. Like there's tons of people that do, but I think that like it more lends itself to like, hey, you're gonna have to ask people to like help you to figure out where you even need to look to even try to fix something or something. So
yep, for sure.
Which I think is super cool. I've been like lurking for probably like 5 years now. I haven't really, like, I've been making content here and there, but like this is kind of like the first time I really like jumped in to like the FPV community more, and like kind of interacting a lot more, and you know, hanging out on Discord and shit like that.
Yeah,
which has been fun. Next question I got for you is, how often do you sim fly?
Like IRL, not as much as I should. When I first started, I dumped like 70, 80 hours into Sims, and then I just kind of got bored, and I was like, let me just pull the trigger and buy something.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way with like any kind of video game. I'll play for 30 to 50 hours, and then I'll just never pick it up again. But I need to start getting on more, and I've been playing with mods a lot more recently. Like even making my own. We'll get into that here later, I guess. But it's kind of renewed the passion a little bit. I might jump back into Uncrashed or something, but I don't know. It's kind of boring. I guess you got the races and stuff, which would be cool. And if I actually hopped on like Discord and flew with like some homies or something, I might be different. But when it's just me chilling, I might jump in for 20 minutes and just let me go get a beer or something.
I try to do sim here and there. I've been trying to push myself to do it more often now, But my main thing is that I kind of use it for like if I'm learning new tricks is really the only thing when I like jump on it, because I'm like, usually when I do that, I'll like kind of get the trick down, and then I just kind of start like meandering around the level or whatever, and then I'm like just not even like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not doing anything useful by just like flying around and stuff on the level, and then I'll usually just be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Which sims are great, and anybody listening or watching this, it's great for muscle memory. Like the physics are never going to be the same. It's not going to feel, right. But muscle memory for sure, learning tricks. And even if you're new, just doing some races and going through the gates to learn coordinated turns and stuff, like sims are very helpful.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. They are definitely very useful for that. And also like seeing all the like levels that people are making with like the uncraft shit, that's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Like that Sloss that Gringo's been working on looks really epic. And I've seen some like people recreate Tony Hawk levels and stuff, which is pretty awesome. Hidden nostalgia there.
Yeah,
but I just
no, go ahead.
Wish they had more to do. Like, give me little garden gnomes I have to hunt or something. Like, just give me an objective.
Yeah. Have you tried the Firehawk FPV? Or
not yet. I've seen it on Reddit. It was the one where you fly around in this kind of futuristic place and shoot down robots and stuff. Yeah,
the space one.
Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't tried it yet though.
Oh yeah, I played it in the beta. I wasn't gonna pay for it. I think it's not worth paying for. It's like cool, but I don't think for me it's not worth paying for. But I played it when it was in like the early development shit, and it was pretty fun. I actually did like playing on that because, like you said, it gives you kind of objectives, and then also you can go do tricks and stuff like that with it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's funny. What is your caffeine choice? Are you a coffee guy, Red Bull guy?
I am very much a coffee guy. I want straight black coffee, dark roast.
Oh damn! Okay.
I have one cup of coffee every work day.
Yeah.
Weekends and days I don't work or I get to sleep in, I can't do caffeine, and I can't have caffeine after 12 o'clock noon, or else I won't sleep that night.
Oh, okay, you're one of those. Okay.
Yeah. I do like Monsters and stuff that I drank a lot in high school, but these days I either drink water, seltzer water, beer, coffee, and that's it. No caffeine, no sugar, no nothing.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's funny. I've just like I'm one of those people, and I've talked with a couple other people where like I could probably drink a Monster and then just go lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah, not me. I mean, I don't like it jittery or the shakes or anything, but I am noticeably awake for sure.
Yeah, that's funny. You must be one of them damn neurotypical people then.
Maybe. My autism is only tickling me.
No, it is funny. Like a lot of the people I've talked to, it's just like we need stimulants of some kind all the time.
Yeah. Well, I get mine from nicotine. So.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah, which is not even vape or smoking, because I do the smokeless tobacco, the snuff that you put in your
pouches,
lip.
Yeah.
Well, not even pouches, just the raw hillbilly redneck can of snuff kind of.
Oh, like just the fucking tobacco leaf, straight fucking cut stuff.
Yeah, which it's a very big thing here in West Virginia. Everybody in high school is doing it. So, but it's like straight to your bloodstream. So it's the nicotine you get from it is there's a lot there.
Yeah, that's funny. You're just a real real good old American boy, aren't you?
Yeah, West by God, Virginia. Let's go hunting and mudding and four-wheeling and steal a bunch of copper.
Steal a bunch of... That's funny. That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, I'm in like northern Indiana, so I would say similar. We don't have all the hills and everything here, but we definitely still have the southern vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there were kids in my high school because we had like a shop class, and like they would always be dipping in fucking shop class, and the shop teacher was like, "You can do it in here, just don't fucking get caught by anybody else, and make sure you fucking spit it in the cup or whatever, not just on the ground."
Yeah, it's the same with us. It was spit in the trash can where all the sawdust is. Don't get it anywhere else.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't take shop class, but I heard that was how that class was, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't. I took home ec because that's where all the girls were.
Yeah. That's funny. Do you run pre-arm on your quads?
I don't, but I probably should.
Yeah.
I probably should. I haven't had any accidents yet. What I do like, and I have started doing what Bardwell does, and that is as soon as you disarm, you push your throttle stick up. That way, if you accidentally do hit it, it's still not going to arm because your throttle stick's fucked up. But
yeah,
I don't run a pre-arm switch or nothing.
I do, only because when I got into the hobby, it was kind of like being like heavily raved about and pushed, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you gotta have pre-arm, or you'll chop your fingers off or something." And so I just did, and at this point, it's just like muscle memory now.
Mm-hmm.
But I am one of the few, as I found out going through these interviews. There's about like 4 pilots that I've been with me, and 3 other pilots that I've interviewed that are like, "Yeah, I run pre-arm."
I probably will as soon as I have my first accident.
Yeah, you mainly fly whoops, from what I gathered, right? Though.
Mostly a lot, yeah, because I don't get out a whole lot. But yeah, I'm trying to get back more into 3.5 and 5-inch stuff. It's just finding spots and all that.
Yeah, is it really that difficult to find spots where you? I would feel like West Virginia would be like fucking prime, like open fields and shit like that, where you can just like, oh, I can go fly here and ain't nobody gonna fucking bother me.
If you know people and you get out and you're social and and all that, yeah. But I mean, I could go like 2 or 3 weeks without even leaving the house. So.
Damn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not a fly by yourself kind of guy. You're a go fly with somebody kind of guy.
I would love to fly with somebody, but I am the only one out here that I have found that flies. Yeah. I've tried getting my friends into it, but they're not. I guess they're not as autistic as we are.
Yeah, that's funny. Or they're just autistic about something else.
Yeah,
there's not
like cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that so much. Is like, not to get political, but like they're talking about how fucking autism is becoming like, you know, they're trying to blame all the shit on causing autism to occur more often and shit. It's like, no, it's definitely just we know what it looks like now, and we're not just like, oh yeah, that's just the weird kid that likes trains, like, or the weird kid that like his whole life is messing with cars. Like, that's not actually like a quote unquote neurotypical person. If they're like whole life is, oh, I'm rebuilding this car from scratch and I have to find every single little part and nut and bolt and I want it to be all original polished. Like, yeah, that's the tism right there.
Yeah, you'll get people be like, well, back in my day, nobody was diagnosed. And it's like, well, go ask your grandpa about his assorted collection of scrap wood that's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
sitting in the garage for 15 years.
Or like, the books of stamps that he's collected over the years and like shit.
Right.
Like, it was still a thing. You just didn't put a label on it and just like
Right.
went along with it. That's funny. I think it's hilarious when people talk about that shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
How long have you been flying FPV?
About 3 years ish. Like I said before, I started in the sim for 50, 80 hours or something for a couple months, and then I pulled a trigger on a 5-inch. First flight I had, it's in the top of a tree, and that is where it currently is, and it'll stay for the rest of its life. But yeah, about 3 years or so. Yeah.
That's funny. You should, at this point, you should just get that quad down just to keep it as a memento, you know?
Right. All the rust and everything.
Yeah. There's I've lost 2 different whoops in my town that I could get back, but one, it wasn't even worth getting, like going through the hassle to get back. And the other one is on top of a gas station awning, so that might raise some eyebrows or something, you know? Yeah. And then but that's interesting. So you just jumped in 5-inch as your first quad. That's cool.
I did, yeah. I lost it, and then that night I ordered another one, and then I took it slower the second go around with it. And I flew it for about a month or two, and then I finally got a whoop, a little 75 millimeter walk snail, heavy little thing. But then I sunk a bunch of time into that because I could just putt around the yard, and all that, and then I just started dumping thousands of more dollars into it.
Yeah. That's I've said it quite a few times now, but if I had my choice, because I fly analog, just because it's cheap. But if I had my choice and like had the money for it, I would 100% be all over walk snail. I just really like it.
Yeah, I started with walk snail. It was the Dominator V1 goggles, the white ones.
Yeah.
I started with those, and then once I got a lot more into whoops, I'm like, I need to get an analog set or something, and then so I pulled the trigger on a HD0 with the V2 goggles with a built-in analog, and I haven't touched the walk snail stuff since.
Oh shit, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, but I do have a VRX, so as soon as I get that adapter thing printed, then I'll have all 3 systems in one. But yeah, I got the V1 Dominators, the walk snail goggles X, and the HD0 goggles now.
Do you like the Dominators?
I do.
Yeah.
I like them a bit better than the goggles X. I think they feel better on my face even. The only downsides is there's no HDMI in and no analog. Which even analog on goggles X is kind of shit. So, I mean, pick your poison, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wondered, because like I said, I went through all your content shit, so I saw that you were walk snail, and I was like, oh yeah, that's dope.
Yep.
But I remember the whole drama with the Fat Shark Dominators and all that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like an old pilot, but like my flying is not at the level it should be.
Yeah, same.
I've like I said, I've lurked for the most part. I haven't really ever engaged, and just so I've watched the stuff for the last like 4 or 5 years. When I know that I'm by no means old, because there's fucking pilots that were like 2014 stuff like that, 2016, when it was real early in. But it's interesting to see. I think it's so much. I wish that I would have gotten into it a lot earlier, like when it was still early on and fresh, because I feel like I would have even been harder core into it than I was, just because I would have been younger and and had more disposable income and less responsibilities.
Right. Yeah, I've been following it for a long time now. Like, I was really active on hackaday.com way back when, and I was like watching the progression of people building quadcopters out of like balsa wood and scraps and using 8-bit microcontrollers they pulled out of their kids' toys and stuff. And yeah, it's been fun watching it progress.
Yeah. It's crazy how easy and simple it is now.
Yeah, for sure. Off the shelf too, mainstream.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I just recently got to fly DJI for the first time ever. Like, I've only been strictly analog, and I've never really flown with anybody for this whole time. I think that's also kind of why I never really dove into the community. Like the online FPV community, is because I was like, there's nobody around me. I live in like rural Indiana, so like there's definitely nobody that flies drones, and so I think I was just kind of on my like a loner kind of thing. So I just felt like, I don't need to like engage with the online community like I would if I had, I'd just like watch it from the computer and everything. But yeah, and then funnily enough, I recently found out that there is somebody that's literally like 45 minutes away from me that flies.
Nice.
Like 30 minutes away, I guess, that flies a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, and we just recently hung out, and he let me fly his DJI, and I was so blown away by the picture quality.
Yeah,
it was. It made me hate it even more, because now I just want digital.
and now DJI's banned, and you can't buy anything, and it's 3 times the price.
Yeah. See, that's why I originally, even before the DJI ban stuff, I still wanted to go with Walksnail just because I didn't like DJI as a company.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I 100% after flying that, I 100% understand why people are in love with DJI, because that picture is just like, it's so mind-blowing. It was just so, it's still just like thinking about it is like, it still just like blows my mind how clear the picture was and shit.
Yeah, and it's better than Walksnail even, so
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, but I feel like Walksnail's probably the closest in like technology wise, I guess, or like picture quality and everything like that. To DJI.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mind it, honestly. And again, I haven't flown DJI, so I haven't like gone through that life-changing experience, I guess. But I've been pretty happy with Walksnail, and they have 4K now with the Moonlight camera and stuff. So it's I don't get the hate on Walksnail. It's a pretty solid choice. I think anyway. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I like them, and I've that's the one that I've been like just so wanting to get.
Yeah.
Next question I got for you: what's your current rig and setup?
I have a few. The ones I fly the most would be the Mobula 8 Walksnail 2S. I probably have the most stick time in that one just because I can go around the yard and stuff with it.
Yeah.
Next would probably be a custom 75mm I built. It's HD0. It's got the tree toppers motors on them. And it does pretty well. And I have a custom 65mm we bleed build that I like to use inside the house. It's not so good outside. But for bigger stuff, I really like the Grinderino. I have a lot of time with it, and I have a 5 Reno. that I need to fix and get a new motor for. But it's been fun. And then for cinematic stuff, I have a GoFilm 20, which has that 4K moonlight camera in it. That's been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And I have an Impulse RC, rest in peace, an Apex Evo frame I need to build. I have the guts of a Moxie, but Bubby FPV's Moxie. I'm gonna transplant all of that over to the Apex eventually.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got the frame and from Impulse, and then like a month later, they're like, "We're going out of business. Sorry, guys." And I'm like, "Well, shit."
Yeah, that sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks. What's your? So you said you run the V2 HD0 goggles for your video.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then your radio. What radio do you run?
I have a Radio Master TX16S Mark II. It's the max version with like the red
baller.
I don't think it's the AG01 gimbals. I think they're still the plastic gimbals, but I mean it looks expensive, so I'm pretty happy with it.
That's funny.
But the next one, I've been eyeing the TX15. I'm either going to get that or maybe a Boxer because I want something just a little smaller.
Yeah.
But I used to have a Zorro, and
Okay.
I've discovered I don't like the gamepad stuff. My hands just don't fit them right.
Yeah.
So I might eventually get a Pocket just for whoops and stuff, just to fuck around. But I need something a little bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. I like my Boxer a lot. I originally started when I got in with a QX7, Tyrannus QX7, with fucking shitty FR Sky. I'm so glad that the radio protocol died.
Yeah.
It deserved it.
Now, when I started 3 years ago, LRS was a thing, and that's the only thing I know. So I don't know the pain you guys have felt.
Yeah, it was like, it was like probably a year after I got in ELRS I started hearing about it. Like I started coming out and everything. And I was like, oh man, I wish I could fucking jump over to that. But it was still kind of pricey just because it was like new. And then, so I was just sticking with the FR Sky, which is the fucking worst. So such a pain in the ass to get it to connect half the time. And then I finally like just jumped on it and bought a Boxer when they came out, and I've loved that radio. It's been so fucking nice.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect size. And then my buddy that I flew with just a little bit ago, he let me fly his Pocket. I was like, this is kind of nice. I like the Pocket, but I think my hands are a little big for the Pocket.
Yeah, same. Which, I mean, for like gorilla whooping or just throwing it in your bag, it makes a lot of sense. Or just even with a sim. I think a Pocket is really good for like introducing it to kids, even.
Yeah.
Just because they're a lot more familiar with that kind of gamepad feel.
Yeah. It's it was and it still felt like it didn't feel cheap by any means too. That was the other thing I liked about the like Pocket. So I think it is 100%. I agree. It's an amazing intro radio.
Yep.
Like
that's the one I suggest to anybody that asks me of how do I get into FPV, and I'm like, buy a radio and a sim, and then they're like, well, I'm broke, and I'm like, with the Pocket's $100.
They're that much now?
Well, I'm probably rounding up. They're probably closer to 80, but I haven't looked.
Damn, I haven't looked. I must not. Because I remember when they came out, they were like $60 or some shit. I was like, that's fucking. Wow.
Tariffs.
Not to get
Economy.
political, but thanks Trump.
Yeah. Economy.
Yeah. I guess that is true. I haven't looked since then. I've luckily like that. That's the other thing. Is like I think that's the other reason that I feel like I'm not I haven't progressed as much in my flying as I should have, is because I always like flew conservatively because I was afraid of breaking shit, because I hate having to fix things, because it always brings up the whole like, oh, I can do it tomorrow. I'll fuck with it tomorrow. And then it's like 3 months later and you still haven't fucked with it. But that was the thing. It was like I this year I've kind of like mentally to myself just been like, okay, you need to actually like fucking just send it, like just smack into shit, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I've been like, yeah, just come on, just fucking do it. I was like, I've got some spares of stuff and things, so like I've got extras. Just fucking fly it. If you have to fix it, you have to fix it. But yeah. So hopefully I'll feel better at the end of the year about how my flying skills are.
Yeah, and I totally get that. I'll just do it tomorrow, because the 5 Reno I crashed it at Castle Crash last year, and I haven't touched it since. I got footage from Castle Crash on that thing, and just yep, no thanks.
Yeah, that's the that's like the thing that I hate is that I'll do stuff like that. It's just leave shit sitting around. That's what, like I was talking about before, I just leave footage sitting on fucking hard drives and shit.
Yeah. Which is kind of ironic for me, because I love building quads. I love the whole process of it, but as soon as I have to rip it apart again and then go back in and fix stuff, I'm like, maybe next week.
Yeah, that's funny. I enjoyed when I like same kind of thing. It's like I enjoyed building a fresh quad because it's fun, but like working on shit you've already done, it's like, god damn it, I don't want to.
Yep. Especially whoops, because they're so tiny and finicky, and if you have to resolder something, it's an absolute pain.
Yeah. I had my Air 65 that I fly. The camera shit out on it. So I was like, oh, okay. I've got like, I had a spare one that was just like a fucking AliExpress special. And I was like, okay, I'll fucking put it on there. And then I was like, oh shit, I have to solder onto that board. I was like, oh god damn it, I fucking hate soldering on whoops. And I was like, yep, I have it, because I had to fucking solder to the bottom side of the board. Or wait. Oh no, I think I don't remember. But I was like, god damn it, these pads are so damn tiny. I was like, I hate doing this shit. The wires are so tiny.
Yep.
So annoying.
And the HD0 board that I've been using for my Whoop builds, the AI05, it doesn't come with the motor plugs. I mean, it comes with them, but they're not soldered on. Yeah. So it's like, I might as well just direct solder these motors here. But that's the part I hate the most, is the motors. God, they suck.
Yeah, especially on Whoops. They're fucking god. Yep. Let's make the pads tiny and next to each other.
Yeah, and I already got shaky hands, and I don't have a whole lot of good lighting, and I even bought those magnifying glasses with the light on the front of them, so I look like Dr. Frankenstein or something working on shit. I need to buy a pair of those for that, because I'm getting older, so it's not going to get any easier. Yeah, I seen Vessel using them at Castle Crash last year, and I was like, those are fucking awesome. Like, where did you get those? I need some in my life right now.
That's the same kind of thing. I saw somebody using them, and I was like, that's actually really fucking smart.
Yeah.
So like the people that use a microscope, you just put it on your face.
Yeah.
So this might be a little obvious of a question, but do you prefer Whoops or 5-inch?
I like them both, but for like different reasons. For Whoops, like I said, I don't get out much or anything, so flying around the yard or like at a playground or a skate park or something has been what I have the most time with. But I do really like 5-inch and 3.5-inch. And like I said, with the weather getting better, I'm going to try and make it a point to get out more. Even if I get kicked out of a bunch of places, at least I can try to find some place that'll welcome me. But yeah, and then going to stuff like Castle Crash, it's mostly 5-inch and stuff. So just both. I love all quads. All quads are equal. All quads matter.
Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah, I was gonna ask, what have your interactions been like with flying in where you live?
For the most part, people don't bother me really.
Yeah.
I've had some looks, and I've had some positive stuff, like people just wondering what it is I'm doing.
Yeah.
I've only had one bad experience. I went to There's this YMCA field that has like 6 or 7 soccer fields and football fields in it.
Yeah.
And I was out there flying, and then I guess some old boomers got mad at the noise or something and complained, and they're like, "You can't be here anymore." And I'm like, "All right, whatever. I'll just leave."
Yeah, I saw that video. I was gonna ask you. About that. So the people that worked there like came out and told you to fucking fuck off, pretty much. Like,
yeah,
nicely.
yeah, they did.
Shit. What the fuck?
And it started with like this old couple came up and sat next to me on the bench. They didn't say a word or nothing. I guess they were trying some kind of intimidation tactic or whatever. Yeah, they came and sat down, and then the groundsman came over and was like, "Hey, you have to leave." And I'm like, "Well, you suck. I'm leaving."
Yeah. That's funny. Shit. Because I saw that, and I was like, I saw that you said you get kicked out or whatever the fuck, and I was like, what the fuck? That looked like it was just like a fucking public, like, field thing.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck? But that kind of makes sense. I was like, who the fuck would come kick you out of a public park? Like,
yeah.
It was a YMCA thing, so that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So that's funny. I've this the night, like I said, I live in like rural Indiana. And that's one of the nice things is nobody really bothers me. And like it kind of the same thing. It's always mainly just been positive stuff. People wondering questions about it or like wanting to know about it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did get trespassed from a place, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We don't really care about that.
Yeah, it's especially out here in West Virginia where the population is older folk mostly, and it's a very deep red state. And then with like the wars and stuff going on, a lot of people are like afraid of stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, "You're trying to spy on me, and you're doing this and that," and it's just a bunch of fear mongering that they've been indoctrined into.
What are you talking about? Our government knows everything that it's doing and does it perfectly every time.
Right?
Kim Jong. I mean, sorry. I thought we were in North Korea now.
And then they pull out their iPhone trying to film me. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah. That is the thing that fucking sucks about that. But that's also why I think that I've noticed the shift. Like it was, 5 inches king. And then like it started to be, whoops are cool. But then now I feel like it's 3.5 is cool.
Yeah.
But like, that's the nice thing about the whoops is it's so like disarming because they like get upset or whatever, and then it's just this tiny little fucking piece of plastic, pretty much.
Yeah, and people don't even hear them.
Yeah. At
all, really. Like you can fly around people and they'll think it's like a little fly or a bee or something.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one. I was whooping in a parking lot or some shit, and like I got out and to grab my whoop, and there was like these older ladies sitting in their car, and they're like, what are you doing? She's like, we thought that was like a hummingbird or something flying around. And I was like, oh no, it's just like a little toy drone.
It's like, little do you know, this is the Hummingbird V2.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then we cut to a clip of the product placement. Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, the link in the description.
Yeah. That's funny. I have seen I have been wanting to get a hummingbird whoop to try it out to see what it's like, the V4s.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap too, I think.
Yeah, that was my main thing is like, oh, that's fairly cheap for a whoop.
Yeah.
How were you introduced to FPV?
Quadcopters themselves, like I mentioned before, I followed on Hackaday since the beginning, really.
Yeah.
And then from that, FPV kind of started. Again, on Hackaday, you would see people with like ski goggles and baby monitors throwing those quads up in the air. But again, all of that, I was a kid. Shit's expensive. I don't have any money. Well, it didn't, at least. So I followed it like that for a while. But then 3 or 4 years ago, I saw like an ad or a short or something. I think it was probably from Rotor Riot. I followed them in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I had a good job. I was making good money. And I was like, I could do this now. So I started investing in it. Watched all the videos I could. Watched a whole bunch of Rotor Riot before all that war stuff, and before I knew Drew was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And just started from there. But yeah, and then found Bardwell. All hell, Lord Bardwell.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, just YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube got me into it, and then Bot Grinder. I found his channel and found his Discord and live streams, and then he would play Patreon videos on his live streams, and that I joined the Patreon, and it gave me motivation, because he would sit and watch my shitty little beginner flights and stuff and say it was cool, and I just made me want to fly more and try to impress people on the internet I didn't know.
That's what we're all trying to do.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've talked with a couple of people, and we've like got on the topic of Rotor Riot, and I'm the same boat with you. It's like, when I started, I watched it and I really enjoyed their content, thought it was cool and everything. And I really, even like, I watched the Drib stuff, and I thought he did like really cool, great, like, great videos and stuff. Like, and then all that shit happened, and it's like, it's crazy to see the change that they went through as people.
Yep.
It's also like sad, because like I definitely get the vibe. I don't know, obviously I'm not them, but I get the vibe that they just saw the money, and that was the end of it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucked. But I mean, you know, everybody's their own person and they make their own decisions and everything, but I just feel like that's pretty fucked up. Because like, the original Rotor Riot, they just, like, I guess it probably happens in like all niches everywhere. There's always like a group or something that turns into a company, and then they get ruined because they get bought up by some megacorp bullshit, and they don't fight back against it or anything like that, and just go along with it because big dollar signs with a lot of zeros after them, you know?
Like, hey, I can retire early. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like...
Which... Yeah. I'm okay with like being bought out by corps and whatever. That's par for the course, whatever. What I don't like is, how can we use this to kill people? Like...
Yeah.
Like, throughout history, anything that good people have invented for the betterment of man, someone's like, how do we kill people with this? And it's just, it's not there, man. Let's just love each other or something.
Yeah. Let's all get naked and get in a big hug. No, I'm kidding. But no, I agree 100%. Like, that's the big thing, is like I didn't even care about like that they got bought out, Red Cap. I went through all that bullshit and everything. I still kind of watched them, and then like when they fucking started doing the DoD stuff, I was like, yep, no, we're good here. And like it's so stupid, because like I watched that whole fucking thing. Like, I literally just watched the company fall apart. I know they're still like a company and everything, but I feel like they've soured the taste for pretty much everybody in the community, the FPV community at least.
And even outside of that, I've tried watching their videos since then, because, I mean, Bubby's not a bad person, right? He's just a kid that got mixed kind of with the wrong people, but whatever. I mean, but even like the videos they're making now, it's just gone downhill. There's no spirit, there's no soul in it anymore. It's just, let's do this to get a paycheck.
Yeah. Like they're being forced to kind of make videos.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they are.
And it shows, for sure.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I enjoy watching like PWX and stuff. And yeah, like I thought when Bubby like first came into Rotor Riot, like it was so fucking cool. He was like such a cool pilot. It's crazy that he was like, how good of a pilot he was and everything. Yeah. But
yeah, and so young. Like a bright future in front of him, for sure.
Yeah. Fucking wild. Yeah, I was talking, that's interesting. You said you were introduced to kind of like your initial introduction to FPV was the Hackaday thing, because I interviewed Super Deluxe, and I think he had kind of the same story. I don't know if that was the website or whatever, but he said he was on some kind of like hack forum kind of when he was younger, and was kind of watching that stuff happen too. So that's interesting. Yep.
And back then, because I've been into robotics and electronics and stuff for a long time, so I kind of gravitated to that kind of, those websites and that kind of community. And it's been a fun journey.
Yeah, like I said, I wish I would have got into it sooner, because it would have been interesting to see how my life was different.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to my uncle, because when I was like 8 years old, he got me for Christmas an electronics learning lab from Radio Shack.
Oh shit, Radio Shack, goddamn.
Yeah, back in the OG days before they sold their soul to cell phones and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got me into it. It was like analog circuitry, resistors and capacitors and RC circuits, and had the digital stuff with like decade counters and oscillators and shit like that. And it just, the interest as a kid is like, this was the coolest shit in the world. So I just engulfed myself in everything nerd, and that was just a part of it. And here we are, 15, 20 years later, and I'm making good money as a programmer, and I can finally afford all this stuff.
Yeah. Now you're even a bigger nerd.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I was like, when my parents told me this, because I don't really remember a lot of, I remember some of it, but when I was like younger, I used to take my toys apart a lot. Yeah. And like to try to figure out how they worked and shit like that, and like put them back together and stuff like that. Yeah. So I thought that was funny. And then I got big into Legos.
Yeah.
I fucking love building Legos. I still do. My son's got Legos and shit, and we still mess around with them. But it's, yeah. And then I just got into like computer and gaming and shit like that, and then that was into that.
Yeah.
That was like my big hobby for quite a bit of my life, was fucking video games.
Nice.
Yeah, I still play some, but FPV mainly now, and it's actually funny. Like my son, I still got like some of my original, like I've got my original N64 and all the games that I had collected for that. And my son like randomly saw a TikTok or something about Ocarina of Time, I don't know how much of nerd gaming stuff you know, but
I'm pretty deep into it. Yeah.
okay, well then you know. So he was like, he showed me like a TikTok, some shit about it, and he was like, he's like, I was like, yeah, I have that and everything. He's like, you have that? I was like, yeah. So I pulled it out. He started playing. He was fucking in love with it. Thought it was so cool, which I think is hilarious because the graphics are just abhorrent at this point.
Look how retro it is, Dad.
Yeah. No, and it was so funny. It's so funny to watch him. Like, yeah, it's been really crazy. Like, being a parent, fucking weird.
Yeah.
Of like, because he's like 7, so he's I'm still in like the fun times. I think is what I've been told.
Before he starts hating you.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. But it's been fun, like watching him fucking get interested. Because like now his big obsession is fucking Rubik's cubes.
Nice.
So I've had to. So I myself have had to learn how to solve fucking Rubik's cubes because my kid wants to know how to solve Rubik's cubes.
Right.
Like, goddamn, why do I get shoehorned into figuring everything out? But yeah,
That's when I found an app to do it for me.
Yeah, they have Rubik's cubes. They have a Rubik's cube that connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and it just tells you how to fucking do it.
Everything has an account these days.
Dude, no, seriously, you can make a fucking account for a Rubik's cube. What the fuck has our society come to? I have a fucking account for a fucking Rubik's cube.
Yep.
Like,
I'm tired, boss. Let me get off this train.
Well, that's too damn bad. No. Yeah. It's so hilarious. But I mean, to be fair, I know how to solve a Rubik's cube now. So I mean.
Yeah. You're making memories with him too. So.
Yeah. I've people always told me, oh, you gotta really enjoy the old adage, you know, you gotta enjoy every moment, blah blah blah, and everything. You know, I really try to, because like even just him being 7, I feel like it's fucking just flying by. Because I remember, you know, when he was fucking born and he was like pooping everywhere and everything, you know. It's crazy.
You're just changing his diapers this yesterday, right?
Yeah, dude, no, it like not to that extent, but definitely it feels like it was not that long ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, anyway, sorry, get distracted, ADHD and whatnot.
All good, man.
So this is a non-FPV related question. What's your favorite childhood cartoon? You can age yourself here. You can give us a...
And I will, don't worry. TV or movie?
Favorite childhood cartoon. I mean, as loosely as you'd like to interpret it. It's up to you.
For TV, it would be Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
And Dragon Ball, the OG stuff. If it's a movie, then probably Heavy Metal 2000. I was probably way too young to be watching that.
I've never heard of it.
It's like a rock ballad. It's like an hour or two long, and it's just a cartoon of like this super awesome heavy metal chick, and there's a bunch of music and stuff with it. I'll send you a link to it after we're done. But there are cartoon tits in it.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's my favorite. No, kidding.
But there's like a lot of violence and nudity and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I was way too young to be watching it. And if you're watching this, Grandma, I'm sorry. But the first time I watched it was I was with my grandma, and I saw it at like a library or video store, and she let me rent it.
Oh god!
Because it was a cartoon.
I love that.
And I watched it when she wasn't around, and then you got like blood and tits and guts and stuff flying everywhere, and I'm like, this is fucking lit.
That's great. I got a similar story like to that. Is so the N64, I don't know, do you remember Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. same kind of story with my parents. They were like older, because my dad was 45 when I was born, and my mom was like 36 or something like that. So like they're older parents. So like they didn't know about a lot of the technology shit. So I got away with quite a bit of stuff, just because I did know. But that was like one of the things that like I knew what Conker's Bad Fur Day was, and I knew what the rating thing meant. Because it was like, you know, rated M or whatever the fuck. I don't even remember what the rating shit was, but I knew that it was not something I should be playing.
Right.
And I was probably like 13, 14. Because I got that Nintendo, the N64 when I was like 12 for Christmas. But yeah, so I was like way too young to be playing that fucking game. But I knew like what the rating thing meant. And I knew I wasn't supposed to get it, but I was like, I knew that my parents didn't know what the fuck it was. So it was like, hey, can I get this? It's like, it's just like a squirrel game, and they you do stuff as a squirrel. And my parents were like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then, then there was like one time I was playing it, and my parents like were like kind of watching, and I don't even remember what, something happened in it that was not appropriate. And they were like, oh, no, and they took the game away from me. I was like, damn it. I was like, damn it. They caught me.
Yeah, I've used those kind of exploits too. Like again with my grandma, it's a cartoon, what's the worst that can happen? And then she would let me rent these animes that's like Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D and Berserk and stuff, and oh, it's just a cartoon. What's the worst that can be shown there?
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but I did have normal stuff that I watched, like Rugrats and Hey Arnold and Ren and Stimpy, Team Rocket, All Real Monsters, that kind of stuff. For more of a normal childhood.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I like I said, I like asking like this question specifically because it's always fun to see what response they get.
Yeah.
And most of them have been like things or shows that I've known or watched myself. I definitely was a big fucking Dragon Ball kid, and my parents didn't want me to watch it, so like that's what even drove it home more.
What's so bad about Dragon Ball? I mean, come on.
I think this was probably. I was trying to remember that because I do remember like them not wanting me to watch it because I would like do the whole like have the recall button on your remote ready to press it so it'd be flip to a different channel. So like whenever Dragon Ball was playing, I'd be ready to like switch it or whatever. And I think if I remember, from what I remember, my parents said it was like too violent of a cartoon because it was like about fighting and punching and hitting and stuff. And then I think there might have been like blood in. I'm not sure, but I thought Dragon Ball Z had like some blood. And I think that was the other thing. They were like reason why I wasn't allowed to watch it or whatever. But yeah, it just made me like it more, of course.
Yeah.
And then I had like all the Toonami stuff. I would stay up late and fucking sneak watch all that. Like
for sure.
Fucking Gundam and Inuyasha. Yeah. There's like there's one that I very, very vividly remember. It was called Fooly Cooly, and it was an anime. It was like super fucking weird, but there were like vague sex stuff with it, and I was like, ooh. And I've watched it back since then. I'm like, what the fuck is it? This is barely shit. What the hell?
Right. And yeah, the more you watch anime, the more you realize just how horny Japan is.
Dude, for sure. Like, yeah, it's so funny. That was the other thing, is like my parents were Christian, like not like hardcore nuts fucking Christian shit, but just like non-denominational Christian. We went to church every Sunday and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of what, and that was like, fuck, we did that for a lot of my life. So that, I feel like, just fucked with my like mindset with like sexual things and shit like that. Just made it fucking worse.
Yeah.
Next question I got for you. What was your first job?
First job. This was high school. I was 16 or 17, and it was in the Charleston Town Center Mall at JCPenney. And this is going to date me. It was the catalog department.
Oh, hell yeah.
The catalog. You remember those JCPenney catalogs they would send in the mail for Christmas,
Yeah.
and we would circle our shit? Yeah, it was that department.
That's funny. That's funny.
Before the
yeah.
internet.
Yeah, I was born in 91, so I'm 90s, early 2000s, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in 90.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, we're pretty much right neck and neck with each other on age and shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good job. I learned how to tie a tie because you had to wear a button down and a tie
Yeah.
every day in khakis, and I couldn't do it now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I went from that to Subway, and my grandparents were livid. They're like, "You went from this; it was actually almost slightly prestigious to slinging sandwiches."
Which is insane. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but to be fair, I had a lot more fun at Subway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. Another question for you. Do you sit or stand to fly?
I can do both. I really either. But the only thing is, if I'm standing, I need to be leaning on something.
Oh, okay.
I can do it just straight, with my legs spread apart and my staring at the ground and stuff. But I feel a lot better if I'm leaning on something.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I typically stand to fly. But yeah, I will sit. I can do. Yeah, that was a recommended question to be added to the roster, and I thought it was actually interesting to know because you see all the videos of people like fucking leaning and like wobbling around and stuff when they're flying.
They got that fentling going.
Yeah.
Which I guess I kind of prefer just leaning a bit more towards standing, because when I'm sitting down, the radio is like too low or too high. Like it's not the exact spot I want it to be. But when I'm standing, I got the lanyard adjusted just right and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just recently started being a lanyard boy, because I originally I used a lanyard, but it was like a shitty fucking weird clip-on one or whatever, and so I would forget to use it because I wouldn't like leave it on my radio. So I'd forget about it, and then I just was like a hand holder, and then like recently I got one of the detachable clip ones. So I went back to being a lanyard boy, and it feels so much nicer.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I started with a lanyard. I have that yellow newbie drone one.
Yeah.
That I used for the longest time, but then I recently got one of Bot Grinder's lanyards, and it's got like a little pad on the neck, which is nice. But it also has a roach clip on the end of it. So I always got one of them just in case.
I would know nothing about that because I live in Indiana and it is not legal here. So I know nothing about the devil's lettuce.
I'm sorry.
No, I
was super surprised it got legalized here in West Virginia. Like, with how red and conservative this place is, I figured we would be the last.
Weird. Yeah. Well, but you got more like moonshiners and shit too, right?
Oh yeah, very, very alcoholic state.
So I think that because that's kind of like the, like, ooh, I'm doing something sneaky illegal, blah, blah, blah. But like, but I think it's fine, which I don't think it fucking matters. Fuck the government.
Yeah.
I mean, besides Trump, he's the greatest because don't fucking.
I'm not suicidal, everybody.
God, yeah. Jesus. I am, but I won't do it. No.
I live in a single-story house.
Oh shit, I do. Fuck, I gotta go. No, but yeah, no, I'm slightly hopeful because I recently saw some articles about that our governor's like said some shit about he's interested in looking into legalizing marijuana here. But I was like, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, even like if it was like we did with the medical card, it's just you hop on a phone interview with some Indian guy and give him $200 and
yeah,
hallelujah, it's legal.
yeah. So stupid. But it's just even more stupid is because like every state around us is legal, except for Tennessee. Tennessee still hasn't, but both fucking Illinois, Michigan, and Ohio all legal in some form.
Yeah.
But nope, not Indiana. We love Jesus and everything. That's the devil's lettuce. Make you gay and shit or something.
What is it the Tappy called it? Like jive cabbage or something?
Oh, jazz cabbage, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to call
that.
I like to call it the Lord's lettuce. Brings you closer to the Lord. You get high? No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's super stupid. But I'm hopeful. Hopefully, maybe in the next year or two, we'll be cleared.
Well, if they like money, they'll do it.
Yeah, and that's it's like literally, and like I could go into a whole thing because like I've like looked into it. The crime rates never really increase, and it's a shit ton of money. Like I don't see outside of the Jesus shit of it, I don't understand the downside, like from a government standpoint.
Yep, the only thing would be maybe like pharmaceutical companies or the alcohol industry. Those are the only two that would be opposed to it.
Yeah, which I'm sure they probably definitely throw money at people to make it,
Yeah. Keep them alcoholics and addicted to opiates.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'm sure that's probably a major part of it. Next question I got for you. Who are a few of your favorite pilots?
The obvious ones, just because I'm in the Discord and in the communities, Green Goat, Spider, Sugar, Bot Grinder. I like Coity a lot. His Whoop stuff is pretty awesome. Infinity Loops is awesome. Murder's FPV. I haven't seen much of him. He used to be very big on Bot Grinder streams, but I haven't seen him in a little bit. And then the other homies like Tappy and Moist and Venus and Vessel, Commander Goggle, and everybody from the Discords. I tried and watch everybody's videos. Yeah,
that's the other thing that like with these interviews is like that's why I wanted to like go back and look through people's stuff. It's because like I don't, like I said, I don't necessarily know a lot about the person I'm interviewing. But even if I do, I like going through and watching their stuff. It's interesting.
Yep.
That's a really cool thing about the FPV community that I've noticed is like because we're so tight knit and kind of like so few of us, I think is the big thing is like we want each other to succeed. So a lot of people go out of their way to help them out, or like watch their videos or whatever, or like even just like fucking send them shit, like or like give people shit to like fucking when they break stuff and they don't have money for it and stuff like that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just words of encouragement sometimes, or hey, you're doing a great job, keep it up, is what people need. But like you were saying, when people need help, like when Moist, his house burnt down, it's like, let's just send him some money. Like, it's only going to help. And now that I am, making good money and all, I try and help out as much as I can. I'll drop $50-$100 on live streams, or send homies some money for like medicine or something, or pay for hotel rooms going to Castle Crash and stuff like that. I want to give back,
Yeah, that's a cool thing that I've seen about this community.
Yeah, there was recently a guy I forget where he was from initially. But like he had floods or tornadoes or something, and then like just absolutely decimated his whole area. And I was like, hey, make a GoFundMe and post it in like Gringo's channel and stuff. And everybody came together and like, here, go buy a generator.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I was like last weekend or not last weekend. Or wait, yeah, would have been. Yeah, sorry. No, 2 weekends ago. Sorry, time runs. It's like a fucking nightmare to me. I talked to Symbioz and we were talking about that, like the mycelium thing, where we're like, we should all work together to work collectively to improve the lives of everybody.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah. Yeah, and it feels very, very ingrained in FPV. In the FPV community. And I think it kind of harkens back to like what I said earlier about how you almost kind of inherently have to interact with people to stay in FPV long term.
Yeah. Yeah, and then with people like me, I have one, maybe two IRL friends that live like an hour away, and like the only people I talk to outside of work is Discord. Like FPV is my family and friends at this point that keeps me going, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there just like me that don't have any friends, and there's like, this is my community, this is, you know, my thing.
Yeah, that definitely does also seem to be a running theme too that I've noticed, is like a lot of the FPV pilots are very like same thing that you said, where like this is their kind of friendship and everything. They don't really have IRL stuff going on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's just like, I mean, I guess with everything, just kicking myself in the ass for not having done this shit sooner.
Better late than never.
Yeah, I know. I think that's just inherently like a human thing, though. Is just feeling like you've already missed the prime or whatever of something.
Yeah, the analogy I've always liked about that is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree is right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually, yeah. It's actually super accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Next question I got for you is, who should I interview? Do you think it'd be an interesting interview, or somebody that would be entertaining?
My first thought will be Bardwell.
Yeah.
If you could interview Bardwell, that would be super awesome. I doubt he would do it, but that'd be, you know, pretty cool. But other more realistic.
Real quick, I want to cut in. Bardwell, please do the PilotTalk with me. I talked to Super Deluxe, and he was like, oh yeah, I can get you hooked in with a bunch of people, like put in a good word for you. And I on a whim, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it, I'll do Bardwell, because he said something about like, oh, you could do Bardwell, and I was like, oh, there's no way. I was like, he's way too big. I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that. And then like a couple weeks back, I just sent Super Deluxe a message. I'm like, yeah, hey, remember when you said you put in a good word for me with Bardwell? I was like, yeah, do that. And I haven't heard anything back, so I'm gonna guess that probably not, but I don't know. Whatever. It also might be like that was the other thing, is like, I don't want to. I understand that people have lives and shit going on.
Yeah.
Hello, pigeon. Sorry, fucking one cat. He comes around and he'll just be like, brrr. Sounds like a fucking bird or something.
Well, my cat's the same way. As soon as I start talking, she's right in front of my face. But that's why, thankfully, my camera isn't working, so y'all don't have to deal with it.
It's probably broken because the cat she broke. No. I understand that people have lives and like shit going on and stuff, so I like don't ever take it negatively if like people don't respond to me when I reach out to them or anything like that. So
yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll get Bardwell on her.
Yeah. A more realistic answer, I guess, would be Zoe FPV would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bot Grinder, obviously, Spider, and then King Keek. I think he'd be pretty interesting to interview.
Okay.
I met him at Castle Crash, and he's a real cool dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got like a running list of people, so I always add to it. Whenever. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely do want to do Bot Grinder at some point. Like, I've been kicking around that idea about him being sometime soon. Try to reach out to him, but because it'd be fun. I mean, hell, he's put a lot of his shit out there, so you kind of already know a lot about him. But still, I think it'd be interesting to be fun.
It might have to wait a little bit because I think he just got all of his teeth pulled out, so he's probably having a hard time at the moment.
Yeah, I do know that. Yeah. Next question for you: what's one non-FPV rabbit hole you dove into?
I had to think about this one. And I'm gonna say yo-yos.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in elementary school, we had the Omega guys come and do a demonstration, right?
Yep.
And I got super into it then, but then the interest never went away. Like everybody else was like, yeah, this is cool. And then like a year later, everybody's into sports or something, but it always stuck with me. I don't do it as often as I used to, but I'll get the itch every now and then to where it's like my only hobby for like 4 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And the technology of them has come so far. Like the bearing technology and the unresponsiveness and all the shit that you can do with them now is just absolutely mind blowing. And that's something I've always been into.
Huh. That's cool. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do remember that. And when I was younger in school, fucking Omega. Fucking. That's funny. Damn, that brought back a fucking memory that I haven't thought of.
Who needs therapy? You just need to go talk to me for a little bit.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember also when I got in, I like wanted to fuck around with yo-yos, but I was like, didn't have the hand-eye coordination for it.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I just recently added that question because I like had my set question. You're like the first one for that question, the sit and stand one. You're my first interview with the two new questions, but
nice.
I just like randomly thought of it and then like kind of worked over it through stream Friday yesterday morning.
Nice.
Final thing I got is just anything you want to plug. I will make sure links in the description to everything and whatnot.
Awesome. Yeah. My website, I guess, just KBcarte.com. It's kind of like a mini portfolio. We're always looking for new clients. I am a developer. I work for a company and we do WooCommerce and WordPress and Shopify. And I know a lot of FPV stores use Shopify. We can help you guys with conversions, marketing campaigns, fixing your filters and search, because that's my biggest complaint with a lot of FPV stores is you can't find shit. Let us help.
Yeah.
Other things would be the El Cabron website is coming soon. So everybody keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
And I've been recently getting into modding. Recently released the Valheim FPV mod, so go check that out on Nexus and see how you like it. The next mod, I did a vote yesterday even, so the next one I'm going to attempt is going to be Cyberpunk 2077. So everybody look forward to an FPV mod for that game. So I'm kind of excited to jump into that stuff too.
That would be fucking wild.
Yep.
You need like
Go ahead. It was between that, the Tony Hawk remakes, and Hogwarts Legacy. I think the Hogwarts game would be really fun to fly around there.
Oh shit! Yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be cool. You do Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Just remake. You would just have to make the pod racing game.
Right.
Then they would be done.
Yeah. Well, the same thing with Hogwarts is like you already got the Quidditch and the broom flying. There's already
that's
built
probably
in.
fucking
You
easy.
just need to adjust the camera and the physics, and you're good to go.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Dude, the fucking Cyberpunk one, you're gonna have to have like a fucking like 3 graphics cards to run that, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they've made it a little easier. I've been looking into it with there's a couple packages out there that expose everything. But the thing is, I'm going to have to learn Lua, the programming language, so that'll be fun. I mean, I enjoy like programming, so learning stuff new like that's always a good time for me.
Fucking nerd. No, I'm kidding. No, that was what I went to. That's what I originally went to college for, and like, I still kick myself in the ass for not fucking sticking with it.
Well, the second best time to start is now.
Yeah. That's true. Well, I mean, I guess I technically have indirectly done that. Like I said, my kid has forced me to learn shit because I'm dad and I have to, like, dad knows everything, you know? Which it's so funny to, like, that's the other thing, like, about being a dad is, like, I now can look back at my dad and, like, and just see it from the other side. It's weird. It's that, you know, seeing the other side of the coin kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's always fucking TikTok. Goddamn TikTok. I swear to God. No. He saw a video on TikTok of some I don't know. It's like some cartoony face on like a TV screen, and it so he wanted to make that where it like interacted with you or some shit like that. Yeah. I'm like, dog, I don't know how to do coding shit. I was like, I went to college for it and I fucking dropped out. Not like I like changed my major just because I didn't fucking want it.
All right.
But I was like, God damn it, kid. I was like, okay, fine. We'll fucking jump down that fucking rabbit hole, I guess, to figure out that shit. So I was just like, I did the no thing, but in my defense, it was for something not important at all. Like, I used ChatGPT to like help me figure out how to do the coding shit. Like, I vaguely know how to fuck around with program files and like change images and stuff like that, and I don't know, kind of change shit in the game or whatever, and blah 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 shit like that. Like, vaguely know some stuff like that, but I don't know like if and then why, how, and all the fucking I couldn't tell you half the fucking programming language stuff.
Well, I used to be an AI hater. But recently, I have been using Claude Code, and I have been
no, I'm kidding.
I've been loving it. As a professional developer, I think it's a really amazing tool.
Yeah.
But like, you get the hate because of the vibe coded slop, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing, you're like, build this thing. Okay, that looks good. Let's ship it to that's bad.
Yeah.
But it's a tool, and if you use it like a tool, then I don't see any issues with it, because I went from Googling stuff and copy and pasting shit off of Stack Overflow to just like, hey Claude, tell me what this means and write a snippet for this, and ta-da, there it is. And it's been amazing.
I 100% agree with what you said. I think that, like you said, AI is 100% a tool, and I think that my thing is great to get like an initial idea or like a starting point, you know. But then I think that there needs to be human input of some sort, like kind of a sanity check, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, and like with Claude, you do the plan mode, and I'll chat back and forth with it to hammer out a very detailed plan of what we need to do, and then just check the thing. Don't automatically edit. Ask me about editing, and I go through each line of code. I make sure that there's like no SQL injections. There's all this other stuff, and like you said, the boilerplate stuff is like I don't need to rewrite CRUD applications over and over and over again. It's like, Claude, do this for me.
Yeah. So I use like fucking ChatGPT to figure that stuff out. Uh-oh. We're being graced with his presence. No, my son's awake. But yeah, I use that to like, figure out how to do that. Like make the thing up and change it and stuff. And it ended up figuring it out enough that he was happy with it. And I was like, cool, I did my dad work for the day. So funny. Yeah, it was it's been interesting, like random things that he's forced me to figure out.
Yeah.
Being a dad, but yeah, it now I feel like slightly more comfortable with like coding, now because of that. Like, that's not super scary. Like I said, I kind of always mess around with computers and been like computer techie kind of guy. But my thing's more, I enjoy like the building computers and like and doing that kind of stuff with it. I don't necessarily like all the programming side of it.
Yeah, and I guess I'm kind of opposite. I'm like, I'll drop $3K on a pre-built computer. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just as long as it has good specs and it's not as noisy, I'm happy.
Yeah. That's other, because like the computer that I got for him now, because his laptop took a shit, and he's gone through like 2 laptops, and it's like he's a little kid, so I kind of inherently expected it to happen, but also just laptops in general are fucking shit for durability and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can buy him a new fucking laptop, but then it's just gonna die in 2 years or whatever, or a year or whatever. Because I would get him like, because he kind of plays some games, so I get like not just like a fucking generic, like Lenovo or something, or fucking Dell or HP. From like Walmart, I would like go online and look up like a decent, like a low-end gaming like laptop for him, because it doesn't play anything crazy, but I used it for like editing and fucking with videos and stuff. But I was like, I could drop like $500-$600 on a fucking, well, even now, and this was around fucking prime tariff time too. I was like, I can drop fucking, and all the RAM shortage and all that shit.
Can you all caution?
You don't tell me I'm an adult. I'm your real dad. Sorry.
Yeah, but it'll caution it back.
Okay, I'll work on it. Sorry. He's yelling at me for cussing. But I was like, I could buy him a laptop, or I could just look on secondhand market, find a PC, and maybe cobble one together or whatever out of parts secondhand. And but yeah, I found like I like doing that kind of stuff where like putting PCs together is fun for me.
Yeah,
and building the PC part is fun.
So that's something you can do with your kid too, like teach them that skill and some bonding time and all that.
Yeah, once that was the other thing, is like, because laptops kind of hard to fix things on them. Like, I'm pretty tech savvy in that part, like the electronics and soldering and stuff like that. I like doing all that kind of stuff. So I fixed a couple laptops a couple different times, and swapped screens on phones and stuff like that. So yeah, whenever that was my other thing for getting like a desktop, is because I was like, it's way easier to just like, oh, this thing died. Okay, you can just replace it and it pops right in or whatever, you know. You don't have to like try to figure out what the fuck this part number is and how much it's gonna be, and can you pull it out of like a dead board or something, or you have to get the correct model number to make sure that this is the right power jack, stuff like that.
And then even getting to it in a laptop, you got to take a picture of the back, take a picture of the shell off, and then you end up with extra screws, and you're
every
like,
fucking time, every time there's extra screws.
Yeah.
or you lose a screw in the fucking carpet.
Yep.
Hell, yeah. That's funny. But I figured tower, way easier. Anything takes a crap, easier to swap out. So, and
easier for upgrades too.
Yeah.
Once he does want to start playing stuff like Cyberpunk, you're like, well, time to get a new graphics card.
Yeah. Nah. Right now the CPU is the big bottleneck on this one.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those sleeper builds. So it's like it was a Dell Optiplex. Yeah. Like an Optiplex. And they just they slapped a GPU in it. So the CPU is like struggling a little bit, you can tell. Because I tried to run Marvel Rivals on it, and it was like 100% pin CPU, and the GPU is like at like 15%. GPU is like, I'm not doing anything here. Can I just like go to sleep or something?
Turn on hardware acceleration.
Yeah, I had to look into that too. It was like I was trying to figure out what was actually like bottlenecking the PC.
Yeah. Show you some.
Because I know like some games are more CPU dependent, some are more graphically intensive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you would like to chat about or throw a plug or anything like that? You can think of?
Like and subscribe, I guess. Both the Ginger and to my channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure.
Join us on Discord. Join Spider Sugar's El Gringo Bot Grounders Discord if you want to say hey. Those are the three that I'm in the most. Come hang out on live streams Fridays with us and Spider Sugar, and come to Castle Crash this year. I'll be there. I'm going to bring my dog. So hope to see everybody there.
In my room.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I always see. Like, I went through your videos, and I always saw your little dog, your little wiener dog chasing your whoop around and stuff.
Yeah, I'll post pictures of him all the time in the Discord too, and
yeah,
even he'll have a dirtbag vest.
Yeah, I saw
too, because I bought a miniature patch off of Spider, and he's kind of the unofficial mascot. So
yeah,
if you want to see my wiener, come to Castle Crash.
Or you can join his only. Oh wait, no.
Only Paul.
Oh my god. Oh shit! There's probably somebody that's already done that, but that would be funny.
Yeah.
Just like post pictures of your dog seductively, like throw some lace around him or some shit. Oh my god!
They're chewing on a thong or something.
Yeah. paint his nails or whatever.
Yeah. Which they make those. They're like little rubber slip-on things.
Yeah, the little boots and shit.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
To record myself.
Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna get out of here, man. It was a pleasure talking with you. It was fun to chat.
Same.
I will see you around various live streams and/or Discord.
Yep.
I appreciate
That's where I live.
I appreciate you taking time out of your day to chat with me and everything. It was fun.
Yeah, for sure. And same. I look forward to seeing this one and the next ones. I try and watch them all. Even when I'm just working on a project, I'll throw your videos up in the background just to listen.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's what I like doing with like FPV, like live streams and stuff. When I'm working, I just like watching, putting them on in the background.
I don't feel so alone.
Yeah, no, dude.
There's actually people here. My friends are here. You hear them?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
music
yeah. It's fun.
video was 4 minutes long, and I made a version of the song,
He
which
just
is
taught.
all of 4 minutes.
He loves.
long.
He loves. He loves being in front of the camera and showing off for the camera.
Feature podcaster right there.
Dude, the Vessel said some funny thing about I should do like a version of this, but where he asked questions, like he asked a couple, like make it into the interview where he asked some questions.
When it was the
that'd be cool.
banana scene, I actually
But his would just be asking about
almost got
weird like nerd stuff that he knows from TikTok and stuff that nobody would probably know what it is.
got hurt. I was just walking
What kind of games do you
and
have
I
on your phone?
slipped and almost got hurt like
Yeah.
that.
No, he's big Roblox and Geometry Dash,
I actually
That's cool.
got
but he
slipped
actually like enjoys
Dad.
making the games more than
Dad.
playing them. Like
during
making.
the banana peel scene.
Yeah, that's
I was
that can lead to a good career because Roblox, I think, uses Lua.
Yeah.
And if he learns Lua, then he can pick up other stuff pretty easy. And people make money off of mods on Roblox and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
not to try and monetize everything in your life, but there's a path for that
walking here
at
and
least.
I slipped like that. I literally almost
Yeah,
died
it's
because of that.
I've definitely been. That was like I had to learn
Like Dad.
coding shit for that too.
Yeah.
Because
Dad.
he would want to do stuff in Roblox
I-
Studio.
Actually almost died from that.
Yeah, and it does do. It uses Lua script shit
Yep.
for it. So I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Go ask ChatGPT. How do I do this thing in Roblox Studio? Yeah, so
And then for
I've
the
indirectly been
for-
forced into learning some coding just because of him.
And then for the
Not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
We had to actually get the toy thing and
Yeah.
put it in the
Yeah, not.
cardboard box to create the icing.
He's yeah. I do my best to keep him off of like his face off of the internet stuff, but he makes like TikToks all the time and shit.
Yeah.
And then I have to go through and edit out his face in my interviews and stuff because he ends up crashing the interviews.
And then
Oh,
I
good
end up
man.
do you
Yeah.
know why?
Because you like talking to people, that's why. You like sharing your nerd
Do
stuff
you know
with other
why?
people.
Do you know why I crashed this today?
Why?
Because every time I jump, it crashed the interview.
No, I was meaning.
Look!
Oh my goodness.
Look!
You're not. Okay, relax, killer. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I saw you yagging that for a second.
I did. Okay. You're not. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. KBcarte.
All right, man.
I will, you'll probably be these. I've been doing about. I don't have anybody else this weekend to interview. So you should be 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Because I got TKAS is this coming week. It's usually I try to get out the videos out, like shoot them on the weekend or around that time, and then edit throughout the week.
Yeah.
And then I usually try to get them out by Friday.
Yeah.
The interviews.
All good.
But I will. It'll probably be around Wednesday, Thursday. I'll get you a link, like an unlisted link, so you can watch it over if you'd like or whatever.
Oh, good. No worries. And yeah, when you send that, I'll send like the plugs and stuff for the description.
Oh yeah, you can do. Yeah, if you by all means, yeah, if you'd like.
Yeah. But I will forget, so if anything, I'll get them to you then.
But,
Oh no, it's okay. I usually just I usually can pull most of them myself.
Oh, my mute.
Oh,
Really?
I will need your if you got a picture of your logo, just for the thumbnail, makes it easier.
Oh, yeah.
My mute.
Yeah, I'll put
video
I'll give you the one that I
is
use
hidden.
for all my
So if
videos.
you try to watch it, you will find it.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. That's yeah. So I will be talking to you in probably 2 weeks
We
or something.
recorded.
All good, man.
We recorded all the
You're
scenes
nuts.
on
Okay.
a GoPro.
Have a good day, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you don't break anything anytime soon. When
We'll
you
see.
fly.
And same. Yeah, you be safe out there.
Thank you. See you, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching the interview, and I hope you have a good day, and bye. Hey.
What? Thanks, KBcarte. I appreciate you, man. My son made this outro. You're all welcome. Bye.